Two other bills are heading to the governor's desk after passing the House today. One of them would allow Florida to fly migrants around the U.S. News 6's Brian Didlake has more on Senate Bill 6.
This week, the Florida Immigration Coalition rallying in Tallahassee to denounce Senate Bill 6B.
He wants to be able to use our taxpayer money, not to help Floridians, but to pay for political stunts.
Passed this Friday in both the State House and Senate, the bill is set to create the Unauthorized Alien Transport Program. This would allow Governor Ron DeSantis' administration to go anywhere in the U.S. to pick up migrants that have been processed by the federal government and transport them elsewhere, even if they have not been to or have plans on coming to Florida.
And I think people are sick of having an open border with no rule of law in this country. So we can just sit here and do nothing about it, or we can actually stand up and say whatever tools we have at our disposal, we are going to be used.
The most dangerous part about this legislation is that it does not only target undocumented people, it also targets people with temporary legal status.
Samuel Vilches Santiago is with the American Business Immigration Coalition, an advocacy group for migrants. He tells me he worries how this bill will impact the state, saying the immigrant community is essential to businesses.
The reality is that immigrants are good for the Florida economy. Just here in Orlando, 36% of all entrepreneurs and job creators are actually immigrants.
Republican lawmakers say the $10 million program will only transport migrants who voluntarily want to go to sanctuary cities or states.
The federal government has not only failed, but refused to take any action to deal with the over 200% increase in encounters at the border.
Democrats disagree.
This bill has nothing in it that talks to or speaks to knowing whether or not someone is voluntarily being transported and knowing that they're being transported.
Now, in an effort to reduce illegal immigration, President Joe Biden did enact the Humanitarian Parole Program. That's a program that would allow migrants into the U.S. under, quote, a compelling emergency or if there's a significant public benefit. Florida's Attorney General did join other states to send a complaint in response. We're in the newsroom. Brian Didlake getting results. News 6.